I was a pretty normal guy. Well, at least I thought I was. My neighbors didn't think so. And as it turned out, neither did God. For starters, mine was the only family I knew of who still followed God's commands. And I can tell you, this didn't win me any brownie points with the neighbors. You know that weird guy down the street that everyone avoids? Yep, that was me. But I didn't realize how bad things were until God spoke to me. He was heartbroken. Not one human being on the entire planet was seeking a relationship with God anymore. No one but me. People were so corrupted and violent toward each other that he was going to wipe the slate clean, flood the earth, and start over. Then he told me my family would be the only survivors. What are you supposed to do with something like that? I didn't even know what a flood was. Then God said, Noah, I want you to build a boat. A boat? Just like that? All I had ever built before was our family home. And according to my wife, I was no master architect. And now God wanted me to build a boat, big and strong enough to hold my family, two of every kind of creature on the earth, and enough supplies to get us through a flood that will destroy the planet. I'm embarrassed to say that my initial reaction probably wasn't very elegant. But thankfully, God was patient with me, and He gave me all the instruction that I needed. It was by far the hardest work I've ever had to do. And I just don't mean physical labor. Neighbors mocked us, harassed us, and then abandoned us. My family had their own fights and squabbles, overwhelmed with stress, fatigue, and frustration. And then there was the purpose behind this building project, lingering in the back of our minds. We were to keep the human race and animal population alive. It had never been so difficult to follow God's instructions. But despite of all that, I knew I could still trust God. He chose me, chose my family. He knew our trust in Him was genuine. And even though this whole plan sounded crazy, I knew in my heart that God knew what He was doing, and He would never leave me to go through it alone.